Hey everyone, Alex Fedotoff here. Today we have an amazing guest, Alex Micol.
Another Alex.
Yeah,
Let's go.
so Alex is in the room here. Alex has been in affiliate marketing, just selling the shit out of different offers for a long time. Has sold, I don't know, 100 million more.
For the partners, yes. In translate to commission revenues that we got above 70 millions.
70 fucking million dollars.
70, yes.
And that's selling other people's products.
Yes.
So no fulfillment, no supply chain, no product development.
No, that's on the partners.
That's interesting model. Yeah, I was always fascinated by the affiliate marketing model because affiliate and e-commerce are kind of similar. I mean, in terms of you still have to advertise, right? You just don't handle anything that goes beyond the sale.
I started as an affiliate, then I wanted to become an eCom owner. I figured out that I'm not really particularly good at it, and I didn't really particularly care improving my skills after a few years and of attempting and not making it. So then I decided to go back to affiliate and instead scale up e-commerces because I really wanted to become good at media buying and video creations. And I think that was a wise decision, at least for that stage of my life, because then it paid back in uncountable ways and a lot of money. So yeah.
Man, and so how did you get started with affiliate?
Quick story. Started with Facebook pages, started making money with Facebook pages, promoted websites, understood, then I was hosting websites, I started monetizing those websites with ads. Then I started wondering why do people place ads, right? Because they're selling stuff. And then I stumbled onto affiliate marketing. You can sell products online with ads. And then I just found out about this world and started media buying, as it was the first time that I was actually spending money on ads. And I made a bunch of money before with Facebook pages, so that's starting capital, because you need to lose money on ads.
You need to lose money on ads?
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah. I mean, it's almost impossible to get it right away. I think I spent $1,000 before I got one conversion that was for a lead gen campaign that paid me $3. And then I think I was in minus 5 to 10K before I started having a profitable campaign, and then slowly breaking even. And I did 10K profit in total. And then I went to the first conference, met some offer owners, offer us in that products, and they were standardizing for affiliates. So they pay me commission for a sale. And then I started hitting really good days. And yeah, that's how I got in. And then I got hooked. I was like, fuck, I can make thousands of dollars a day. I was 18. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to university. I'm just sticking to this. And
that's crazy. That mindset of because when you're starting the business, it's like you said, it's pretty much the guarantee that you will lose some money in the process, right? It's because people have these expectations of getting into the business, that from day one they'll be profitable, or they have these very high expectations, and most of the times it's not how it works, right? You lose money initially. So what was for you, when you lost, let's say 5-10 G's, why you didn't stop? Where most people would stop.
I made a contract with myself that I would make it work no matter what. So it became a challenge by myself. And I didn't, I burned every other bridge. It was only plan A. That was my mindset. And also was I guess I had a lot of clarity at the beginning, because I was like, listen, you're going to work hard regardless of what you do. So rather work hard on something that pays off. And I had the belief and the knowledge that there were people out there making tens of thousands of dollars even a day. So I was like, if they can do it, I can do it. So first thing, belief. And once you have the belief, that overrides any other fear. And then when you unlock that belief, the things you can achieve are limitless. And so I was like, there's no way I'm not standing up from this chair until I make it work. And then going to a conference actually gave me a big boost, because I saw so many people that were making thousands of dollars a day. And I was like, fuck, he might got it, but he doesn't feel smarter than me, maybe same level. Or I met some guys who was not particularly smart, and yet they make $100,000 a month in profit. And I can see living an insane life. I'm like, there's no way I don't fit this criteria. I don't fit in this world. I must make it. So that was the biggest thing, no? If you're not surrounded and you don't you don't have that belief, then it's important to believe, and it's important to have expectations, but also setting the right expectations. It doesn't mean that you try once, doesn't work, then that's it. So that's definitely a big thing and a big barrier. That's why a lot of people just quit, because you see it yourself.
Yeah,
you coach a lot of people.
Yeah.
So,
how is so for people that let's say already have a business, already have an offer, like already have some momentum.
Yeah.
Like let's say e-commerce offer.
Yes.
Like let's say doing, I don't know, 500K, 1 million a month, kind of was in that range, for instance. So even more than that, right? You're familiar with other side of it. Like you would promote other people's products, like physical products for a commission, right? So your client or your partner would get a sale, would get a customer that they can sell to for, forever, like as long as they can.
Yeah.
And you would get your commission. So it's kind of like win-win scenario.
Yeah.
So how does that model work for e-commerce? For example, what kind of products, what kind of offers would work? Like how is
I love that question, because I think everyone thinks about affiliate, very wrong. So just a bit of context. I run traffic since 5-6 years, making VSLs, media buying, and funding the ad spend myself for brands like Gundry MD, Stephen Gundry, kind of like the gold standard for VSLs by now, or Mind Valley, or more of the Golden Hippo brands, this big eCom conglomerate, like supplement company that does a bunch of different brands. We even work with Chuck Norris and people like that. So, and to give you an idea, like we sell bottles at starting $50, like one supplement bottle.
Okay, yeah.
And the AOVs are around anywhere between $150 and $200. We get for each sale anywhere between $120 and $150 on average.
So everything, like basically they're giving you the whole front end sale.
Basically. And I give you, and the reason is very simple. You're not paying, you're getting, as an e-commerce, you can get paid to get customers. Mm-hmm. You can get paid to get customers, because if you have a tiny margin on the first sale, and you didn't lift a finger, you just presented the offer, the landing page, and then the affiliate took the financial risk and put in the work to create ads and launch them on any platform and generated a sales for you. As an e-commerce, you just acquire a new customer, you just made maybe some margin, or you broke even, but it doesn't matter, because you're focusing on LTVs, and then the entire thing switches. You get free cash flow. You don't take the hits if you lose money, you just monetize. There's two benefits. One, for the affiliate, can focus on one thing only, which is selling. Two, as an e-commerce brand, you focus on what's more important, making the brand sicker. No, making it cooler, making it more functional, and squeezing more dollars out of every single customer that comes in. And then the more money you can pay an affiliate, the more scale you can achieve. Mm-hmm. Oh, but affiliate, isn't it like 10% commissions, like the coupon, the referral? That's not affiliate. And a lot of people think that's it. I talk to 9-figure brands and they think that's it. They don't understand even that we take the financial risk. So sometimes I'm like, I test your brand. All right, I believe in it, but I know the first $5,000 to $10,000 are going to suck. Uh-huh. So if you understand that affiliates can be super valuable to you, then there is a good incentive for you to treat them like spoiled princesses. I like to get treated like a spoiled princess. But let's define what that means. I like to get some testing budget in advance, not get paid on top of it, but I do the creatives at the beginning. If we see potential after 5-10K, then I take over the ad spend, take the financial risk, and blow it up if I can. If not, then no. A lot of e-commerce, a lot of affiliates don't even require budget. I was like, I'm just going to make it work, because we're used to just waste money on testing products until we find one winner. I just like to hyper focus on high quality brands that I really believe in. So instead of testing a bunch of offers, I'm really like sniper. I was like, I'm gonna do a few hits, but those hits are gonna be big, because I'm trying to find the next big campaign that I can crack.
So what's important for you? Let's say when you are evaluating offers.
Great question. So the brand must be great. Must feel great, must feel good, must have real customer, real reviews. So all these shady gadget drop shipping stores that have fake reviews, and that's not even FTC proof, you know, like that. If they sell in America at scale, they're gonna run in troubles. The brand might feel cheap. If I put in the brand name and the first thing I see on Google is, oh, is this product legit or a scam? And then Trustpilot, like a terrible score, or like just the word scam pops out, it's not a good look. But if I sell, I don't know, Liquid IV, which is an affiliate offer that made, I don't know how many millions in sales, and they're everywhere. I go to Dubai and I see Liquid IV. Liquid IV is a great example.
So you promoting Liquid?
No, I don't, but it is an affiliate offer out there. It's by Evia, I believe, Pole Street. It's an affiliate agency. And yeah, there are these deals. There's Hexclad. I had the opportunity to try some stuff on Hexclad by Gordon Ramsay. So all the pants. I find it hard to communicate specifically with them, with the team and who was the middleman back then. But I have equivalent great brands. That's what I like to. So yeah, as an offer owner, like think about it. Yeah, you can get paid to acquire customers. You can outsource the financial risk and the cash flow. And I mean, yes, you might be doing 200K a month, 500K a month, $1 million a month, maybe on Meta. What about YouTube? What about Snapchat? What about AppLovin? What about, I don't know, other traffic sources? TikTok, are you doing them all? Do you want to do them all? Or do you want to rely on affiliates that are going to help you crack that? So it's a great way. At the same time, another objection. But I add affiliates can be aggressive, blah, blah, blah. I don't like to work with them. That's a very valid, fair point. So that's a very simple fix. Any ad that you didn't pre-approve, you agree before starting that they're not going to get paid for it if they find out. No? Simple rules.
Yeah.
Or you don't have to fret anyone. Be like, any ad before launching, just send me the approval. And then if it's approved and fit the brand guidelines, boom.
Are there a lot of these people that kind of just break rules and?
Can be, no? So I hear it, but I feel it's this, I feel it's that. Well, it depends who we're talking to, no? Everyone has different values, different strategies, whatever. But no, it can be great, no? Like, and how do you bring it down? How do you make it sexy for an affiliate? You have an e-commerce brand. If you have a $60 cost per acquisition and you pay me 80, that's 30% or an ROI for me already. Because I generate 80, I pay 60, so I pocket 20. $20 of $60, it's great. No?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always say, like, take your current cost per acquisition, pay a bit more, give your best creatives away initially to motivate an affiliate. That's what I at least like to do. But honestly, a lot of affiliates don't even ask. I like to spoil myself and find faster winners by having all the support possible from the brand. But then I'm not gonna scale the ads that you gave me. I mean, if I can on other platforms, you might be still happy. But I wanna add my value and I wanna add my VSL knowledge. I wanna add my creatives. So then imagine you didn't crack a new channel, or you wanna have more of that channel squeezed out, like maybe Meta, but maybe your media buying team might wanna have some healthy competition. And as a brand owner, you don't care as long as you make the margins, right? So you can always track performances, how the quality is of that specific platform. And payouts and commissions are not static. So if the payout doesn't work for whatever reason, you gave me $80, the quality for some reason is a bit lower on Snapchat, then you might need to reduce it, and that might still be okay. Or the opposite, we target for better ROAS, or as an affiliate, sometimes I like to trigger pixels to fire back purchases back to Facebook only if they hit a certain AOV. So I train the pixel for better AOVs.
How do you do that?
By, there's a rule basically. I don't do coding, so but essentially, like, if it's not above a certain number, the pixel doesn't fire back.
Oh, interesting.
As an example, no, or if we help you find better, or if you get better at increasing the AOVs because you switch from how do we make the next winning ad to focusing more on, like, how do we squeeze more dollars since we have a sick affiliate bringing in a lot of traffic, maybe you can start paying more, because the more you pay, the more you scale.
Man, it's like one upside, like the way I'm thinking about it is, let's say, you have affiliates. Yeah. And the affiliates promoting your products. One upside that you don't even consider is that, let's say if you have like a multi-channel brand, let's say you're on Amazon, right? you get all of the halo like traffic to Amazon as well.
Also.
Like you're driving brand awareness, and some of those tracks won't be even tracked. Some of those sales. Let's say people see the offer that you promote. It's like, I don't trust it. Maybe for some reason I go to Amazon and buy.
Yes.
So you'll have additional upside because, you know, those extra impressions.
Great point. We started running in 2020 a product called Total Restore by Gundry MD.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Good product.
So what we noticed is this spike in Google search and the trends on Google. It was mad. So obviously we asked like, hey, can we run search campaigns on brand bid? They said no. But I saw their accounts. They were converting at $10 and a lot of fucking traffic. And the awareness, especially like on YouTube or so, it's like TV level awareness. So it's pretty great. And then you're right. And that's why if you want to really scale with affiliates, that's something to keep in mind. You're like, okay, I can see that I'm generating through this specific affiliate tracking link, this many sales, and it brings me this much money, but I also see an increase overall. I cannot directly tie it back to him, but I know there is some correlation. So maybe I can even pay him a bit more than just $80. Maybe I can push it to 90, you know? Maybe I can push it, okay, the AOV is 120, I can afford 100, you told me.
Yeah.
But there's all the halo effect. Maybe I can even afford 110 or 120.
Yeah. And it's like, I think overall like this, we had a conversation yesterday. We had a like private like meetup with some e-commerce guys, and like everyone who's doing like numbers has this like before, you know, before you could do like, let's say as an e-commerce business, right? Because of the increased costs, like higher competition, you could do just like one platform, like very basic, you know, backend, like no other channels, like you could do pretty well. Yeah. Now you have to have the whole ecosystem. You have to have the Amazon, you have to have Google, like you have to have all of these other platforms in order for you to, you know, to be profitable and stay in business. And so anything that can contribute to that like extra awareness, you know, whether it's, you know, extra traffic platform or affiliates promoting your offer, right? So driving that top of the funnel awareness to your brand.
Yeah.
It's just will help you scale with higher efficiency.
And again, you can get paid to acquire customers, or you can get customers for free. You know, that's the amazing part. So as a brand owner, if I can, like, I would sign right away a deal like that. I get 100 clients every single day. I don't pay anything for it. The work and the financial risk is on an affiliate. I don't see why any brand, like every brand, should consider affiliate in their growth strategies, in their user acquisition strategies.
At what stage though? Like, so, I mean, if you're starting out, probably it's too early, right? Like you don't have proof of concept, you don't have...
Yeah, I mean, you need to make it sexy, you know, for a good affiliate. But at the same time, there are many affiliates. That's why we do affiliate takeover, you know? The conference attended. So there's room for anyone. It could be a smart thing if you partner up and you're very clear with where you're at, and maybe someone is still willing to give it a shot. You know? I like big scale, therefore I like big brands, or I like brands that have potential to blow up. So it's really cool. I think we're in a frontier where people are going to catch up on this business model. Everyone thinks they know affiliate, but they never went into the details. And actually, every time I speak to eCom owners, they're like, oh, really? I didn't know it works like that. I thought it was just like 10, 20, 30% of the revenue that you pay. It's like, yeah, but then I always say, like, how much you pay per customers? Just pay a little more or even the same and try to find an affiliate that beats that.
Yeah.
You know, so like even if you pay 20, 30% more per acquisition, but they open up a new vertical, a new channel, a new traffic source for you, wouldn't you want to have them? And the answer is always yes.
Yeah, even like TikTok Shop affiliate model, right?
Exactly.
That's like that one.
That's different. It's not media buying.
Yeah,
but it's the same concept, right?
Same concept. Yeah, the payouts also smaller. Like the affiliates usually get like 10, 20, like 30% depending on the offer, and then they might get some retainers or some bonuses or there's some contest. But this is definitely on the higher side. But at the same time, you also wouldn't like most of the cases, and I don't know, you tell me from your experience, you wouldn't drive people like to simple product page. You would drive them to like a funnel, for instance, that has like 3 OTOs, 4 OTOs, you know, whatever, just to maximize the average order value so that you can afford to pay your affiliates as much as possible. So they can afford to buy as much traffic as possible. Yeah. And it's kind of like the whole like ecosystem just works out. Do you mostly drive traffic, let's say, with your affiliate offers, like to proper like funnels, advertorials, listicles, quiz funnels? Like,
yeah, or we like a lot of brands they might not be ready for specific traffic sources or a specific scale, because we see what's working, so we might create new funnels for them or with them, so we can like adapt the type of ads that we make. Like we had this brand, very successful, and their ads were not made to work on YouTube. So we found through other things that we're running that, for example, short ads pointed to a quiz funnel and then to a VSL, as an example, work better than just creating, I don't know, simple short ads pointing straight to a product page. So depending on what we're talking about, it's very subjective, but they're different approaches. So as an affiliate, we're always very used to like kind of like funnel hack and see what others are doing, and then find and replicate those, but not copying every single to the dot.
No, rip and run, no?
I don't like rip and run. I think a lot of affiliates do that. A lot of people do that in general, but I think for testing, that's why I say, like, when I work with a brand, I'm like, give me your best creatives. I maybe tweak them a little bit, but I want to start from what you have to get a feeling of your cost per acquisition. And then when I see potential, then I want to, because there's no way you're going to scale with someone else's ad. Maybe you get to like 4 figures.
Yeah.
Great. And that's, by the way, if you want to live a good life, that's enough. You can make 10, 20K a month. Go for it. Maybe even more in some cases. I like those 50K days. So in order to achieve those, I would be lying if I stood here and said, "Oh, just rip and run." What you should rip and run are strategies and structures of specific ads, but then you need to have the creativity and the capability to reproduce them by yourself.
What's your bread and butter, Facebook or YouTube?
It started with Facebook, but I would say I would say it's easy. I spend much more on YouTube. But now we're running on other traffic sources like Newsbreak or
Newsbreak?
Yes.
What is that?
It's an app, so it's called in-app traffic now. It's like a new trending thing. You can buy traffic on AppLovin. You heard about AppLovin?
Yeah.
AppLovin is actually popping in your industry, the e-commerce. And yes.
They started banning some people though. They started banning like a lot of like health and beauty stuff.
On AppLovin? Yeah. They had some issues. I think they were attacked a lot by short sellers, and that put some pressure on certain policies. That's my guess. But I think as an e-commerce owner watching, I think you should find your winning funnels that could work, or work with an affiliate. And I can actually, like, if you DM me on Instagram presentation, I can share my presentation that we just presented at Affiliate Takeover, where I speak essentially also to eCom owners that wanna start affiliates.
So YouTube, like, how do you crack YouTube? Because it's like there's only from what I'm seeing, most of like all of these titles. There's not a lot of people that have cracked it, or maybe I just don't have the visibility. YouTube is like, I would say, in my experience at least, it's harder to crack than Facebook.
Kemi, it definitely takes deeper pockets, just because the Facebook algo or the Meta algo is probably the best in the game. Like to find quick and cheaper sales, Facebook is really great. YouTube is also great. They have a lot of data, but they still tend to fatigue a little bit more on YouTube because not everyone has a YouTube account. Or the YouTube account is not, I don't know. There are many variables, and also I don't know all their algo stuff, but what I notice is that I easily throw away the first $500, $1,000 fully in the trash before I see like a first few sales. That can easily happen. It doesn't mean that offer, that ad is not going to work, or your product is not going to work. It just means that that's how it works. Then on top of that, yes, some creatives and approaches are a bit different. So yeah.
What have you seen working on YouTube? Like any specific like categories or niches? Well,
I mean, I hyper focus in the last 6 years now on supplements.
Okay.
So supplements I became really good at that. I can fairly say that I'm probably one of the biggest ad accounts in terms of ad spend for that particular niche. So I really hyper focus on that. But really recently we launched some other brands and digital library actually of brand we all know. I need to ask if I can share this actually, but yeah, and we just started scaling it. Same approach, big brand, doesn't understand affiliate, look at the affiliate program, fixed it. I was like, you know what? Actually, I want to take a shot at this because you have great VSLs, great video content. I want to apply some magic. Let's make a test. So yes, and I have a set of list of questions that I ask brands like eCom owners or like brand owners in general. It doesn't have to be eCom, but also for eCom owners to like vet them and understand where they're at, what they need, and then start giving them ideas of how we could work together.
So with YouTube, if someone is watching this, let's say they're on Facebook, I think a lot of people watching this, Facebook is their main like platform. Let's say if they wanted to crack YouTube, what are the, let's say, 3 most important things that they should?
I think you should give it a fair shot in trying your winning creators for Facebook, ideally in a 16:9, so in a horizontal format. I mean, we made short works, but honestly, I never really scaled hard with shorts.
The like, 9:16, yeah?
Yeah, I prefer 16:9. Yeah, so definitely replicate those because you have a proven concept, and if you scale them hard on Facebook, or like those are your top creatives in general, then it's a fair shot to test them by adapting the size and don't be lazy as well, because if you just like put black bars on the side, might work, but put some effort, like make it actually fit the screen, so you maximize the space that you have.
There's some AI tools, by the way, that can you know, kind of help, like fill it out.
But at the same time, if you shot your ads, it's your brand, you likely have those files in horizontal.
Right.
So just have your editors re-edit those and make sure that they fit the format.
How does your team look? Do you still manage the ads? Like, do you still like?
Yeah, it's the first year since many years actually, since my eCom days, that I actually fully outsourced the media buying. Yeah, because I wasn't running. I mean, I do calls, I brainstorm, I teach them about new findings I have, for example, with AI. We just did but yeah, sorry, back to your question before I do it.
Yeah, so how does your team look like?
How does my team look like? I have 3 media buyers, and they also create new hooks. We have a script writer, and mainly editors.
Okay. Yeah. So when it comes to editors, like, what kind of like skill sets or what kind of things that you're looking for when you bring on?
Yeah, I mean, they should understand media buying as much as possible. If they have some previous background experience, that's a good thing. Because a lot of editors, they just prefer to make pretty things, but pretty things don't always convert. Right. So, and also comes with a lot of coaching. You know, like I find that really good editors are all busy. They're good. And so I find it easier to perhaps like coach someone up. That's usually been like a very good return, because expecting that you find an editor and he fully gets it right away can be hard, but it's not impossible. People always, swap careers, change companies, so there are out there. But yeah, it's important to, I'm very tactical with, I'm very, I understand video. So I know what I want out of it, so I place, and I always ask video editors to put it on frame. I'm gonna drop all the comments, and then we're gonna get on a call, because there are certain things that I can't explain via comments. We're gonna show examples and why this is important, because it might be like a point of view issue. You know, it's like they might think this is good, but because of my media buying knowledge, I know that certain things need to be done in a certain way. For example, hooks, I always prefer them to be weird and raw, and ideally shot with an iPhone. So I shot my best hooks with an iPhone because they just have that raw amateur feeling that just stands out. So you need to punch through the screen to get their attention, and that usually an iPhone shot just does the magic. And then the rest can be professionally edited with animations in a studio. Like the VSLs that we run, they're all shot in studios. Studios that, I went a few times to see it. It's just a room that becomes supermarket, then it becomes a doctor studio, then, so the company that we work with are insane. And we outsource perhaps some of the scripts, and over time they understood what we do, so they started producing themselves and giving us ads back. But that's like a great team. It's not something common. Otherwise, we create those ads, we shoot them, we maybe get an actor or someone, we shoot a VSL, we put a prompter in front of the camera, we have, we don't need a lot of equipment. We just need to be really good at script writing. We need to know how to edit them and how to keep their attention. But a lot of it comes in script writing. If you have a shit script, then you can have a phenomenal editor and it's not going to work.
So script is like 80-20 of everything.
It does help a lot, but I would say 50-50 with then the visuals.
50, okay.
But it starts from the script. So if you don't have a shitty script, you can have an insane editor and insane visuals. But when you shoot a vlog and you don't have good content, the editor can be a superstar. But if you didn't say anything special, then it's going to be like, So
what is, so when it comes to content in the video itself, like what portion of that is like stock content versus like custom kind of?
I think you can use stock, but you need to be creative with it. So I like to use stock when I split screen it with, I don't know, the authority figure or someone speaking in the ad or a UGC. So it doesn't really feel like stock. At the same time, we're in the AI area where you can generate a lot of stock footage, a lot of B-roll that is tailored to whatever you're talking to. So, I mean, sometimes I look at ads and I'm like, I know exactly that you picked that clip from Storyblocks.
Okay.
So you develop an eye and it's overall always the same. So you can be creative. You should be creative with that. Now you can also split screen a bunch of stock footage. So it doesn't really feel like stock, because stock footage sometimes can be really boring. At the same time, it still does the job. We're not a particular fan of it, but it does give you a lot of flexibility in creating. And sometimes if your ad is 3 minutes long and you don't have endless material, then stock footage always comes really handy.
I was today. Thank you so much, by the way, for inviting me to speak at the event. Was phenomenal. Was phenomenal. Great event, great people, and
they love you. Actually, I met a father with a kid, and I think you coach him since a year, and he also decided to bring his 14-year-old son, and I thought that was really wholesome. So I stopped and I started speaking to the kid, and I was like, yo, anything you see here, it's achievable for you and bigger, you can do better.
Nice.
It came through you.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah.
That's awesome. So the... I was sharing today the Kling AI. I don't know if you're using it. Kling AI. So it's basically like, let's say you have like an image, right? Let's say like your photo, my photo, and you want that photo to move or make certain movements, right? Like, I don't know, you want me to dance or you to dance. You upload that photo to Kling AI and you tell it like, you basically prompt it, I want this thing to this person, whatever, like to dance.
So image to video with audio.
Yeah. Audio is like, I don't think audio is there yet.
You know that company might have a big problem now, because Flow VU3 just dropped the same feature, I think on Tuesday or Monday.
Exactly. And Flow, obviously, Google technology is like, it's not even comparable. It's just moving so fast. Like, it's incredible. Like, even that part, like, so as you were sharing like your process, I'm like, okay, this process where, let's say you have YouTube video, you're sharing that with, your video editors are making the video, and then you're doing the reviews for them and you're giving them feedback. Okay, replace this part. This doesn't look good. This, the split screen and stuff. Like, that part could be automated. Like we have these. It's AI Google AI Studio. You basically through API, you upload your videos. Then you obviously prompt it like what exactly you're looking for. So you kind of like train it. And then it basically goes through every second of the video, and then whether the, let's say, voiceover matches the content on screen, or whether there's like any misspellings, or whether there's like a lot of stock content, it gives that in a very detailed way to the video editor, so you don't have to do it manually. And then over time, it just becomes better and better. I'm just thinking of all of the AI applications that could be implement in this process.
It's not an excuse to be busy enough to not look into these things, because actually can make your business way more efficient. So, I mean, now was a crazy last week of conferences, but one of the speakers is really AI pro.
Who's that?
Rory Flynn.
Oh.
Yeah, so
he'll be at the dinner?
Yeah, he will be at the dinner.
Oh, yeah.
He did a great presentation about how affiliates can implement, or brands in general, implement
Nice.
AI and automate many processes. So we're gonna hire an expert to basically take a look at these things and like, yo, we have a same process. Like I have like 9 creative frameworks that I'll always use, and I coach my media buyers to use those frameworks to come up with the next winning hook. And I want AI to basically like come in and be like, yo, I'm gonna generate like 50 hooks every single day.
Yeah.
And we can just go through it and pick some and test.
100%.
So that would be the goal.
Yeah, you need that. We have these. We have 3 of these people on our team at this point. Like we call them AI integrators. I don't know, or automation expert, whatever.
Yeah.
But basically people that like, let's say you have this idea and you want to make it happen, and then they basically make it happen with all the APIs, connecting all the tools, creating the workflow that like, end of the day, like let's say analyzes all of the best performing ads for the last like 7 days, 30 days, whatever, based on the performance, extracts hooks from them, then takes into consideration everything you taught AI, right? And then based on that creates like new variations of hooks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then sends them to your, like, let's say, a review process. If you also show your review process and you explain why each one is good or not good, and then basically gives you like end product, like 10 hooks on a silver platter, already pre-filtered, like, so that's just one like very simple application. We have, we have the whole like VSL, like, script writing process, like completely like automated.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I want to take a look at that.
Man, it's great. It's like I was like a few months ago, like even like when we had the Dubai event, I was like, it's like yeah. Like now it's fucking
just
nuts.
Yeah.
Every week, like so, like you mentioned about VO, like update, like last week. I said, when we'll be releasing this video, it's like, version 3.0
There's
already.
There's 5 already.
So yeah, the whole industry.
Yeah, I showed my team a month and a half ago about View 3 and how I was using it. After a week, we found a new winner for a new hook. That hook made almost 100K in profits. Yes, I was like, wow, this is great. This is really great.
How do you incentivize your media buyers?
We have bounties for new hooks, as an example. So if they create a winning hooks, wouldn't say sky's the limit, but they can make some extra good cash on that. And it's like a fun competition, healthy competition in the challenge, in the company. So that's definitely something. And then performance is also for media buyers, just media buying, depending on how much they hit. Or as an example, in some cases, I'm even willing to do some profit share. If, for example, I work with another team of affiliates that produce and do it all. For example, sometimes I might lack capacity, but I have a great opportunity and we need to act right away. And through community, I get some of the students on board of my programs. And one student did exceptionally well in the last 2 years. I just gave him a really sick brand, and in that case, we're splitting profits.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Because you have access to offer owners, like you can get probably better deals than like regular people. It helps,
yes, because first of word of mouth. Because work with this super big company, Golden Hippo, a lot of employees might leave, and then they go to our competitors, they mention us, they reach out, maybe we test them. Or Google reps are pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Today someone from Google yesterday, and he was like,
Is it a French guy?
I mean, honestly, there were many Google reps.
Oh, yeah?
He quit Google, but he said, I always saw your ad account, so I know you're legit. I was like, sneaky. Because in Google, they can see all the ad accounts, basically, and what people are doing. Word of mouth, so then Google reps leave, they might find another brand, they make the introduction. And then recently, we decided to be a bit more public about it. So obviously, with the conference, you become one of the Wi-Fi routers of the industry, so you get a lot of talks and a lot of potential partnerships and word spreads. So yes, even at the show now, hey, can I have a minute? I have this cool brand. I'm like, holy shit, that's actually sounds great. I never heard about this. And then I listened to it economics and was like, yes. And then a few of my affiliate team here at the show was like, yo, go talk to him. And then next week I have a lot to look at. So
nice. You want to do your like own affiliate network at some point?
People told me that. But I'd rather do a few and scale it myself for now, or help my community do well, and then maybe partner up with some of the students than anything right now. But we would certainly be in the position to be able to launch something like that. But right now I'm really happy if we can like bring more e-commerce brands into this ecosystem, made the right introduction, coach e-commerce owners on how to actually scale with affiliate and structure their offers. So yeah, that's my intention right now. If at some point I'm so like there's so many people, we might do something like that. But I like private deals, and yeah, I like to do them myself for now. Yep.
Was creatives like, is VSL your still favorite format?
Yes, 100%.
Like what kind of like how long usually?
It depends. So the VSL still it has to be in one of the stages of my funnels usually. So what we do is, before we used to upload a VSL as an ad itself, like 40 minutes long on YouTube, and that would work. But then YouTube started penalizing it because creators would apparently complain about the length of these ads. So they would see clicks, good CTRs, but not that many views because people would stop and actually view my ad. I had crazy watch time on my VSLs.
But people can fucking skip it. What's the problem?
They can skip it, but the ones that don't, the watch time are pretty nuts. So then that doesn't work. So we pivoted to more short ads, but still then having VSL down my funnel.
Can you define short? Like what, 5 minutes, 3 minutes?
3 minutes, 2 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes. Yes, as long as we get them to take the action. And that's, by the way, goes for both Meta and YouTube. Yes.
We're still running like 10, 15 minutes once.
We tried, and I think on one brand it worked for a bit, but the big days usually were either like long VSLs for us, like 30 minutes plus, or like shorter ads pointing to a VSL page.
And shorter ones, you can pump so many more of them. Like,
also the long one, like let's break it down. No, like you have a long ad, but if an ad stops working, it's not like you need to change the last 10 minutes. You just need to change the first 5 seconds and the first minute.
Hook and lead.
Yes. So I like to structure like this. I see the hook, I see the first minute, and then I see the part that I never change. No, depending on how. So what I like to swap a lot are the hooks with the first minute. So I have a bunch of imagine like blocks, no? Like hook and the first intro, let's say. So I have different intros about different topics. So if I swap them and I create new intros, I can come up with endless new hooks. And the hooks can make your ad pop again. So just one hook can make a difference from losing money to blowing it up to 100K. That's why I said the 100K profit came from an AI ad. And it was just, the only thing we changed were the first 5 seconds.
Wow.
Because that's what people skip, but you know it yourself because you media buy. So you don't have to change the whole thing.
Yeah. And you already, it was winning ad. And that's like already was a winning ad, right? They just kind of like maybe burned out a little bit.
Yeah. But actually, sorry, to give some value, I can share some stuff.
Yeah.
So if you DM me on Instagram at Micol best ads, I can share the 9 creative frameworks that we use to come up with
I'll DM you myself. I wanted to.
It's a lot of good Gundry examples as well. So yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So who's top of who's like top of obviously Gundry, Dr. Marty? Yeah, Marty.
We did Marty. We did Power Life with Tony Horton. You remember the P90X guy?
Oh yeah.
So we were doing P90X with my partner, and then at some point we got the news that we might have a shot at this brand, and we were like, oh wow, that's a coincidence. Like, we're doing sports, we're trying to get ripped as Tony Horton. He was the old guy, like, I don't know. But then he had a crazy story, like he got this illness that basically made him lose all his muscle, all his protein. So then he started developing some protein formulas for himself that worked out, and he was able to regain more of the muscles. And then he has a great brand. He has unfortunately a great story, but the positive outcome was that then with the right partners, they launched a successful brand. So then we also launched that brand. As an example.
Who else is like, so for people watching, looking for inspiration for great VSLs, like which other brands would you recommend?
Well, we're also running Mind Valley.
Mind Valley?
Yes.
Oh yeah, their VSLs are top.
Yeah, they're really good. They use
high production stuff,
but a lot of it follows the same playbook that we adopted. And a lot of it actually, because they came slightly after, like a year after, they took it a lot from the Gundry work. So
okay.
Yes. Yeah.
City Beauty?
City Beauty.
Are you familiar with the brand?
Who was that? Yes.
They're also they definitely do VSLs on Facebook.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh, yes.
City Beauty. Yeah, they have these like scary VSLs.
Is it scary? Yeah, I forgot. I never run that brand, but yeah, that's the thing. Also, one thing. Yes, you want to make winning ads, but you wanna be able to show them to your mom and to your son without feeling bad and guilt. So keep that in mind. No, because it's a lot of overlooked. Like a lot of people focus, but I think as an e-commerce brand, they tend to. I think your audience cares more because they have to deal with the consequences of going too aggressive, which means refunds and headaches. I think that's super important to keep in mind. Like I was able to generate those $70 million in commissions without the need of being aggressive or shading my ads.
And it's like. I mean, even like as an affiliate, right? Let's say if you get an opportunity and then you fuck it up with like very aggressive ads or deceptive advertising, right?
Yeah.
Like you basically burn the relationship.
That's correct. But also, unfortunately, there are brands that don't care.
Oh, really?
So there's another world, but we don't want to talk about that world. But yes, exactly. You can. So if you're an affiliate watching this, I mean, that's the ethos of ATO, white hat and do things right? So you're thinking short term if you go aggressive. Because you might hit 10, 20K a day for a bit and then it dies off. And you think that's cool. But you know what's really cool? Doing that for 5 years straight and making life-changing money.
And developing the relationship,
Yes, because you get what you give, right? So if you're going to be sneaky about it, like for example, a good story. A good story is one month. It was a few years ago. We had the goal to like really help the company reach. This big company, they wanted to do $100 million in revenue in 1 month. So we played
in 1 month.
In 1 month,
Jesus Christ.
So we wanted to play a tiny role in there. So we wanted to push it as much as possible. So we did around $5 million in commissions that month. But something wasn't right because the numbers didn't add up, and the conversion rate wasn't as good on certain days, and then we would scale up but then not make as much money, and then although they gave us a push in commissions as well to be able to sustain this larger spend, but yet it didn't work. But because of the amazing relationship we did, they found out that they had a problem with the checkout and sales went missing. So the one thing they did is like, okay, we're gonna take the average conversion rate from the past few months, apply it to this month, and we're gonna pay you the difference. So they wrote us a 6-figure check just to say sorry.
Nice.
I mean, we lost a lot of money as well in testing their products, and it didn't work because as an affiliate, we take the financial risk, right? And because they valued us so much, we also got that as a little thank you or makeup.
Man, I think this is such a great like distinction. The way you're explaining this is like a proper like partnership. Right?
Yes.
Like long-term partnership that you can build with affiliates. Obviously, not everyone will be a good fit. Not everyone would have the same mindset. But it's like...
you can have the same mindset.
Yeah.
It's just a lack of perspective.
Yeah.
A lot of people are in for the quick money and they want to leave.
I think that's kind of the perception of the affiliate marketing industry.
That's what I'm, with all my heart, trying to change.
Right.
And I think we're doing a good job because... I think, again, we're on the frontier where big brands rely even more on affiliates because affiliates are the best media buyers you can hire. If your media buyer finds out that with his skills in the affiliate space, he can do a killing, he will probably quit and start running affiliate offers because the space attracts that. Now it's very rewarding. If you know what you're doing and you create good ads and you're good at media buying.
When you hire media buyers, what are the most important things, like either skill sets or attitude-wise, that you're looking for?
If when I hire someone?
Yeah.
I don't have many media buyers actually, because again, it's the first year that I actually hired 1 and then 2 and now 3. But one is a partner as a media buyer, and I just know that he gets it. He knows how to create good ads that can convert, and he's a decent human being to collab with. So that's a big part too.
Yeah.
And then as another media buyer, I made this job post back in January on my Instagram, and a lot of requests came through. But then I just wanted to see who was more persistent and hungry to get this. So I kind of played hard to get at some point. it's not probably the best hiring skill, but at the same time, I'm super happy with him. And he's super happy because he's learning so much, because he's able to spend so much money that he never did before. So learning advanced strategies as well, or just being responsible for bigger numbers. It's a big boost, no?
Yeah.
When you get that experience, you're like, oh fuck, I'm able to do this. It just switches something, no? So yeah, he's just super sharp, he's precise, he's on it. I wake up, the report is already updated, you know. So we don't have any automation for that. But anyways, and also his family, and I find that a lot of people that are family oriented are great people to work with, because they're not gonna party right away, or I don't know, just they're very stable because they have to. They have a bigger responsibility. So I think that's also a great trait, to be a father or a mother. And yeah.
Do you party?
You're a father.
Do you party hard?
Yeah, I am the other partner without a family that parties. No, I'm joking. I like to party every now and then, but I'm so hungry and driven and making me feel great again that, I don't know, I just have bigger things to focus on, and that make me way happier. But trust me, after this week of conferences and the marathon and the marathon of sprints that me and the team had to make this a success, the show, I'm going to Ibiza tomorrow for a weekend, and I don't want to talk about work. I'm just going to chill. But I know that on Monday we'll wake up and be like, all right, there's a lot to do and a lot that I want to be doing. So I'm going to go straight to business, because there's a lot of opportunity. So
awesome, man. Yeah, the event was phenomenal. You guys can check out. We'll drop some details for the next event. I think it was phenomenal. Like, I mean, I met so many great people.
Yeah,
so
you were one of those amazing people. Thanks for trusting us. For it's a first show, so it's not something that everyone does, no? So putting your face,
it's like you know, a lot of people talk, right? Like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. I remember, like, you talk. We had a conversation back in Dubai, and you said, or Dubai, I think.
It was already planned when we met, actually.
Yeah.
A
plan doesn't mean shit. Executed plan, that's what matters, right? Like, everyone can make a plan.
Yes, it's a fact. It was a great conference.
And this is
not gonna be a great conference. It was a great conference.
It was an amazing conference, and you know, I think it's testament to what you do, man. Like, it's you set a plan, you actually execute it, and you know,
we're likely gonna come to your city in spring.
Let's do it.
Miami.
Let's do it. Miami next time. Feel it. We bring Feel it and e-commerce people together. I think this is a great match. Like, you know, they have so much to learn from each other.
Study this and how to bridge that.
Yeah.
Maybe some deeper collab.
Yeah.
I want to know more about your community.
For sure.
Thanks for introducing me again to your community.
Yeah. Thank you, my man.
And
yeah.
It was a pleasure.
Cool. We'll go get a good dinner.
Yes.
Yeah, my man. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So we'll drop Alex's details below if you want to connect with him, and also details about the next events. It's been phenomenal.
Peace.